Diana Taurasi is the same person now that she was in college when she was beating teams. She's always been confident. She's always talked trash. She's always let it be known that she doesn't care who you are. When it comes to that basketball court, she's always does what she's doing now. So she's making all these comments and people are all worried and triggered because how dare Diana Taurasi not welcome CaitlinClark, and oh my gosh, like she should welcome her. She should be supportive, and women don't support women, and that's what happens. That's not what is happening. What is happening is you are seeing the very, very competitive Diana Taurasi being Diana Taurasi. She's always been this woman. This is who she is. And quite frankly, this is what I love about her. This is what I loved about watching her at UConn. This is what I've liked seeing her do in the WNBA. She has always been the same person she is now. She will give you your props and she will give you your credit. And then and after she says, "You're great, that's fine. Okay, whatever. But you have to come see me. You have to come step into my league. And my league is not going to be the same as this league." And Diana Taurasi is right. But she's always been this woman. She, from jump, one of the things that I loved about her, really loved to hate about her, is this competitive, almost arrogance that she carries about herself. She is who she is. She's going to talk the talk and she's going to do what she does. And that's exactly what you're seeing in the media right now. It's just like I made a video about this before. Some of you aren't used to seeing these things in women because you don't understand women. When we compete, we're the same as men. Nobody would say anything if Draymond Green was saying this. Nobody would say anything if LeBron James was saying this. Nobody would say anything if Steph Curry or anybody in the NBA was saying this. Nobody would even say anything if a college athlete was saying this to a high school athlete. Football players do this all the time too. They're like, all right, cool. You think you got it? You think you're ready to compete with us? You think that little stuff that you were doing in your little league is going to come and translate against us? Are you kidding me? Cool. Bet that. See you on the field. This has been happening forever and ever and ever, and men do it all the time. But yet women's sports are getting so much attention right now. And so all these different things are coming out about Diana Taurasi and what she said about CaitlinClark. But I just want you to know, Diana Taurasi will continue to say this about anybody anyone that comes and steps into her league. That's just how she is. If you don't believe me, go check things on Diana Taurasi. Go see who she really is. One of the things people will always say about Diana Taurasi is they will call her all these names, right? They'll be like, oh, she's arrogant, she's this, she's that. However, she's a competitor. She's going to grind it out. She is somebody you want on your team. This is who she is. She's not going to placate or stop being herself because you don't like it. She doesn't care. This is who she is. So I don't know why I keep seeing these like hit pieces on like Diana Taurasi's not being welcome and they're jealous. It's not jealousy, and it's not women not supporting women. It is her saying, bet that. Cool. See you soon. The other thing I just want to mention, we don't live in a world where women can compete like men. We think women are different competitors, whatever. But so Diana Taurasi is doing what anybody would do. This is the start of the mind games. This is the start of letting somebody know that you're not worried about them. In any other competitive sense, this would be applauded. This would be like, yes, this is what you're supposed to do. Also, the second thing is, this is all really good marketing for women's sports. So while all of you are writing your think pieces and your tweets and your hit pieces on Diana Taurasi's character and who you think she is and all these things, you are actually fueling the engine that she is also fueling as well. You're taking what she's saying to heart because you feel away. You feel offended. You feel like CaitlinClark is one thing. You feel a certain way. So because she's saying something that goes against what you think, you feel triggered. That's not Diana Taurasi's problem. And like I said, if you go back and do history on Diana Taurasi, everything that you're seeing that she's doing right now, she's been doing this her whole career. And let me make a different correlation to you. Anytime a college athlete or a college football player goes to the NFL and they play so-and-so, you know what happens the whole week leading up to that? The NFL players are like, yeah, we're ready. We heard what he can do. Yeah, we watched him. Yeah, we saw him, but he has to come see us. He has to come play us. He has to come show us that's who he is. It happens every single week. Every single week. People call it bulletin board material. This always happens. So why are we so shocked that Diana Taurasi is playing the same game that Diana Taurasi has always played? Besides the obvious, you don't watch women's sports. You're new to this. You're new to this. And because you're new to this, you have a problem with everything that's going on. So the real question is, and I always ask this question, why are you so triggered? Why are you so triggered that Diana Taurasi is like, this girl is great. She's good. A lot of the things that she does are going to translate. However, she still has to come see us. Why does that threaten you? Why does that question your being? Like, why are you so bothered by what she's saying? It's weird to me that women cannot do similar things, cannot be competitive, cannot go out there and do who they are without anybody thinking it's something more than it is. This is competition. Part of competition is a mental game. And when you play that mental game in competition, your goal is to try to get in the competition's head before you play them. Diana Taurasi is well aware that if she gets drafted first, that they will play her. There's been advertisements that have been around this. There have been things that have been posted about this. So I'm not making this up. It's happening. So because it's happening, Diana Taurasi is being who she is. And she's saying, cool, if you got it, come get it. Like, let me see it. I want to see it. Prove to me who you are. Yes, I watched you play. Yes, I know you can shoot. Good for you. I think that's amazing. And I think that shooting is going to translate. That's amazing. However, there's more to this game than just shooting. And that is her point. And if you're an actual real basketball fan and you can stop looking at this and trying to make these like tweets and comments and writing these articles about why Diana Taurasi is not supporting CaitlinClark and all that, the argument is ridiculous. But if you could actually stop paying attention to the things that you think are happening, actually do some research and go back and look at Diana Taurasi. Go back and look at the things that she has done. Go back and look at how she was in college. Go back and look at how she is in the WNBA. She's tough. This is how she's always been, and I respect it. She spoke at Kobe's memorial for a reason. This is who she is. She's a competitor. She's not going to lay down for anybody. And that's what makes her great. And that is what gives her who she is. I also just want to point out, there is a reason that Diana Taurasi and Sue Bird have the show that's going on during the basketball games. They have the show going on because people know who Diana Taurasi is. They know what she's bringing to the table. They know she's going to be honest. They know she's always going to talk with the competitive brain because that's who she is. This is just another example of what it's like to have that fierce competition, that fierce, some people call it that competitive sickness, that thing that people say MJ had, Kobe had, that competitive, Tom Brady had, that competitive, like, I don't care who you are, I am going to show you that you can't compete with me. You might be great, that's fine, but you're not going to compete with me, okay? And I respect that, and I just wish people would back off of Diana Taurasi. I would actually do research on Diana Taurasi before they write these articles. And I also wish that people would stop assuming that Diana Taurasi is a woman coming after another woman. That's not what's happening here. This is about competition, and this is about winning, and this is about knowing that you are going to have to face this woman in the WNBA, and you're already setting the tone right now that you're going to have to prove it to me, and that's okay. It's okay to make an athlete prove it to you. Everybody doesn't get a trophy. You don't just get to show up and be amazing. I don't have anything to say about it. That's not how competition works. So get out of your feelings. Stop assuming everybody should be nice and friendly. That's not how this works. It's game time. Diana Taurasi is basically saying, game starts now. Game on. Let's see what you have in the NBA, CaitlinClark. Maybe you got it. Let's see what you got.